Hey you guys, it's Jen at Jen's Haunts, and I am up to my eyeballs in paper mache pumpkins. So it is February 2016, and this is my first project of the year, and I just want to show you what I'm working on and how all this got started. So I was able to get a pumpkin at Michael's. It's beautiful, huge Cinderella pumpkin, and I got it on sale, but I still felt that it was pretty expensive. So I got to thinking, well, couldn't I make them for like 50 cents a piece? So this is how this started. I wrapped that pumpkin in a huge black hefty bag and then taped it off with blue painter's tape. I then did traditional paper mache with just glue and water, and I'm applying it with a brush. And I am using pages out of a phone book cut in 4. It was cheap, free, and my neighbors don't want their phone books. So all of a sudden I had a plethora of phone books for free. So when I took this apart, this one came apart kind of rough. It was the first one. But what I found is if I had cut the black plastic bag with it, and it would have just slid off. With this one, it came off a little rougher because I was trying to separate it from the bag as well. So this is drooping a little bit, probably because I had a hard time getting it off, but it all worked out. I just taped it back together. What I found to be really useful is tape this back together with blue painter's tape and paper mache over that. And then I went through and sealed the whole thing with clear gloss spray paint that I used for my pumpkin rots last year. It helped hold its form and it didn't fall in on itself. I put it in the sun, and the spray paint set the whole thing, even though it had only had like maybe 3 layers at this point. So here it is drying, and then I put it outside. And that's where we're at. So this is that first one. I'm happy with the way this turned out. I think it looks like the correct shape. It looks very Cinderella pumpkin to me. I like how this is deeper. My second one didn't come out as nice as this, but I'm going to give it a go again today. And as long as you get enough paper and glue in here, and then when it dries in the sun, it seems to droop a little bit in the middle, which totally works out because that's kind of what I was going for anyways. So I've made a couple of these, filling it with the phone book pages, and on these I use twine. And on my pumpkins, I use a little piece of cardboard and that thick gauge metal, it's like floral metal sticks that you use to make like wedding bouquets or something. I pull that through and push this down and pull this up, and then that way when I get the depth I want in here, I can bring it over and tape it, and then it'll stay like that. So I've got a couple different things going here. These are the paints I'm using to seal my pumpkins. Some of these paints are water-based, which is fine because the end result will be that they'll be all sealed up and it won't matter. So I'm looking at a couple different textures and trying to decide what I want to do with that. This was the first paper mache pumpkin that I ever made, and I like this texture just okay. This was just a funkin that I covered with the cotton balls and the glue. I just apply glue, roll down the cotton ball, more glue, let it dry, and I really like the texture. And then this is the one I did last year. So I really feel like I'm liking that texture more than I'm liking that texture, which means it's going to be an extra step, but this looks really great. I think it's going to be worth my time. So you're probably thinking, Jen, what are you doing with all these pumpkins? I'm thinking that I'm going to do like last year. Grandin Road did a 3-tier pumpkin and put it on a flower urn, and they're selling them for $250. And I was thinking that I could make the whole thing, including the urn, for like $5. So I'll be making the urn out of foam, and I will keep you guys posted on that. Let's see what else. The only other thing is, as far as texture goes, I have some of this burlap left over. My friend Trish Redding had covered hers in burlap, and I thought that looked pretty cool. And I don't like the way this vine looks anyways. I'm just not really digging that. So anyways, you guys, it is the beginning of my haunt season, 2016. And I've got this going and 2 more projects to do. So I will keep you guys posted. It's Valentine's Day. I hope you guys are having an awesome time with whoever you love. And I will get back to you in a couple weeks.